Good morning, guys, and a very Merry Christmas to you all. Hope you're having a good time, whether it's in the morning or is it afternoon or in the evening time. Well, in the Philippines it's evening time, Asia, that's evening time now. But anyway, here in the UK it's 10:10 in the morning, and I'm just going to go out for a walk, clear my head, because I had one or two large whiskies last night, so I'm going to try and blow the cobwebs away. Anyway, come and join me for a walk. Make sure I've got my key. Oh no, I haven't got my key, have I? Do I end up locking myself out the door? That's it. Got my key. Got everything. And here we go. Let's turn this camera on, I think, in a minute. Oh, one thing I forgot. Put my mic on. Okay. Transmitter one disconnected. So I'm trying this mic as well, so the TGI mini mic. So I'm just trying to connect with that now and looking at the screen at the same time. So I don't know if it's connected. It's flashing. Let's try if I switch it off again. That's off. Switch on. Switch on till the blue light comes on. Green. That's it, connected. So I'm using the mic, DJI mic with this now. Okay, let's go. Double check I've got my house key. Yeah. And off we go. Turning you around now. So everybody's inside with the kids enjoying the Christmas morning. Oh, opening the presents. It's very quiet here for the morning. Even the farmers aren't working today. So we're just going to go up this little lane which leads from my village. If I turn you around, that's my village there. So we're just walking away from there. It's a very rural area where I live. So there's no shops. There's only one small church in my village and nothing else, just houses surrounded by farms. So it's very, very rural. And excuse me as well, because I have a throat lozenge. I'm sucking on that at the moment, trying to make my throat a little bit easier. But anyway, no worries. That's my fault for having a late night and drinking the whiskey. I've done some sheep in there. I don't know if you can see the sheep through there. Merry Christmas, Mr. Sheep. They're female sheep. They're ewes, they are. Munching away on the grass, filling their stomachs. I often walk up here, especially when I babysit my brother's dog and my son's dog as well. My brother, he's got a Welsh sheepdog, a working dog as well, because my brother has some sheep on his own. And then my son, he has a whippet. a whippet bitch, a female, very placid dog. And this field here is right behind my house, well, the row houses I live in, so it's all very peaceful. You often see sheep in here as well. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Let's keep walking, keep myself warm. Although it's not really cold, it's fresh but not cold. And I mean, the temperature I think is about 10 degrees according to the weather app. So if it stays like that, it'd be okay. Not that I don't mind the cold. It's good. I always say cold weather is good for the lungs. As long as you're geared up for it, you know. Normally I have about 3-4 layers on me if it's really cold, especially if the wind is bitter cold and it drives into your skin, into your body. There you go, here I am again. You might hear me panting as well, but I feel better because I'm going to because this is a little hill this here, but it's good. But after I come back from my walk, I'm going to visit my brother who lives not far from me, but it's all up the hills. So I'll be going up there on my bike. Albeit it's an e-bike, an electric bike, which is brilliant. I mean, honestly, I think electric bikes are the best things since sliced bread. Honestly, they're so good. Especially with, I mean, a lot of people say it's a lazy way of cycling, but it's not. It helps a lot of people. If they have trouble with their knees, their legs, it makes it so easy. Travelling out, cycling up the hills and what have you. And mentally as well, psychologically, mentally, it helps people to get out. You know, if they're using an e-bike, because they know it's not going to be too strenuous, even though you can work out on a electric bike, but it makes it a lot easier for hello.
What the hell have you got there?
Camera.
Is it?
Yeah. Video camera.
Oh,
I'm
Christmas.
making a video.
Oh, for Christmas.
No, I bought it a few weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Still.
Say hello. Yeah.
What do you call something like that then?
It's what they call a Pocket 3 camera. It's a mini camera. It's a new design thing. It's technology advancing. You know, I can make a video.
Something like that cost?
This, if you buy direct from the DJI company, they sell in the UK for about £600, but you get them second hand as half that price, which is what this is.
Oh yes, second hand. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So where are you going to have your lunch today?
Going liquid lunch up at Albert's. I'm just going to go out for a walk now,
Yeah.
and then clear the head, because he came round last night, so he left me to my own devices. You know, once it's like Pringles, isn't it? You never say no. So I've got a bit of a foggy head, so I'm going to walk this off, and then maybe 1 o'clock I'll cycle up then to Nellwith.
Oh, right.
You know, on the
e-bike.
e-bike, make it easier, and then have my lunch there with him, a few whiskies, and then just come back down later and continue the day.
Why not?
And wake up tomorrow with an even bigger headache.
Well, happy Christmas anyway.
Yeah, and you.
Okay,
Merry
you
Christmas,
take
eh? Nadolig llawn i chi.
care. And you, I'm gonna
Okay.
see the children now.
Okay.
Okay, love.
Nice seeing you. Ta-ra. Right, that was a friend of mine. She's a farmer's wife. Obviously the husband I know very well. I know they're very close, so they're very good. But her son lives next to me in my village, so she's just arrived now to see her grandkids with the Christmas presents. Right, show you where I am now. This is now the valley that I live in. I'm on this. I've walked out of the lane now, and on this a small A road they call it. Not many cars today, thank God. Not too noisy. But this valley is what they call the Conway Valley. I used to do a lot of hiking up in these mountains here. Go hiking with me backpack, my little camping stove, a packet of dry noodles, me water, coffee, and then I'd go and sit down in the middle of the forest or by the lakes and make myself some lunch. I'd be up there hiking for maybe 4 hours, 5 hours, just going for long walks. It's good being with Mother Nature. It's so peaceful up there. But anyway, let me turn you around again. Yeah, so the wind's picked up now. So I'm hoping, now that this wind has picked up, with this, I don't know if you can see the DJI Mini here, it's got the dead cat on it, the furry burger, and that's supposed to stop the sound of the noise of the wind and any heavy traffic as well. So let's see if it works when I play back the video later. But that wind is feeling a bit nippy actually now. But hopefully it'll blow away the cobwebs in my head. Actually, we're coming up to what they used to call crikey, it's the gatehouse to an estate. I'll just turn you around now. And on my left here, see this house? It's what they call the gatehouse, or the gamekeeper's house. It's the entrance to an estate farm, it is. And this, it used to be, it is still a big farm now. But in the 1800s, this is where the gentry lived and all that. And there used to be a big gate here. And then this house, this is where the gatekeeper used to live, the gamekeeper as well. And of course he would live rent-free in them days. He just worked the land with the farmer and what have you. But I think now it's just privately owned, I'm not sure. But I think this estate goes back to the 1800s. I must try and read up more history on it. But anyway, the original, the owners who owned the farm, which is just over the hill here, I remember going to an open day in the farm where he opened up his house, and there was lots of stuffed animals and skins from snakes, the very big snakes from Africa. And of course in them days it was the in thing to have stuffed animals and killing animals in the safaris in Africa and all that. But not these days. Anyway, that was the old days, that was. So we'll just continue on. Now in front of me is a working farm, but the people have turned a couple of their old barns into holiday lets. So you can come here. in the summer or even the winter and stay in a holiday let here and here. And that's the name of the farm. It's called Fem Caneda Farm. That is Welsh, by the way. Oh, you can smell the hay there. They keep the hay for feed for the cows and the sheep. But anyway, they've done very well here with turning the outhouses into holiday lets. And and it caters for disabled people as well, so very good. So we're walking downhill now. It's fairly steep hill, this. But it's good. It's a bit dodgy walking down here when on a really when the weather's been a bit cold and freezing, you know, because the road gets a bit slippy. But that's the house anyway. You can see it in front. This is part of their garden. So if you've booked a place here and you're staying here for a holiday, there's a bench here to sit out on a summer's day and enjoy some fresh orange or a can of beer or a glass of wine and enjoy the view, because this is the view that you'll get looking across the valley. And obviously even better when on a summer's day, you know, when the clear blue skies, not really days like today in the winter or autumn. Oh man, my nose is starting to feel the cold wind now, starting to sniffle. See, the sheep are keeping up onto the top part of the fields. I've noticed they tend to band together or stick together up where the hedges are, you know, so they get some protection from the wind and rain. Although, I mean, their the skins and all that, and the fur, you know, it keeps them warm, so they do okay. Oh, the sky's looking a bit grey in the distance. I hope it's not going to rain later. Showing you a bit more of a view down the valley. A lot of old trees here. These trees here is about, I think, about 100 years old. This one is. It won't be far from it anyway. I don't know if you can see how steep this is. I'll tell you what, if you're cycling up here on a normal bike, well, for me it's very hard going. But if you're a very fit cyclist with strong knees and strong legs, it's easy. But like I said, I got my e-bike now, so it's nice and easy for me. My knees can't cope with it anymore now, cycling up hills. That's through wear and tear with a job I've been doing for the last 50 years. A lot of time spending down on my knees doing the jobs, but there you go. That's part of life. And to my right here, this is the entrance to another farm as well. This is one's called Tyddin Hen. Oh, there's a couple of sheep there in this field here. Yeah. They're busy eating, minding their own business. Now then, we're coming up to a white house now. This house is, I think, it's over 100 years old. This again belonged to the estate. There's a big estate. I forget the name of it now. I should have just done my research, shouldn't I? And directly behind this white house is a very big house, estate, manor house. That's where the gentry used to live in the old days, of the big one, but not this one. I think this used to be maybe a workers' cottages in the old days. And of course it's been renovated since then, but it's very nice, very nice. All painted white. So I don't know, I might be able to show you the grand house there. Let's see if I can just zoom in. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the house in front of me. Yeah, that's how far I can scroll in, I think, but it's a big house anyway. I don't think you can see it very well, can you? I must practice on more with this zooming. Anyway, I'll have another crack at it at a later date. Anyway, so yeah, it used to be the old gentry's house in the 1800s, and then that was sold off, and then it used to be an old people's home for a very long time, for quite a few years. And now it's a gallery. Oh, there's the name of it now, look. Finner Park Country House and Gallery. But actually I thought they'd closed the gallery part down. But and there's a cafe inside as well, although I haven't been inside since it's been a gallery or a cafe, but don't know if you can see the house again in the distance. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, I feel my hands are getting a little bit cold now. To put my gloves on. We're just coming down to the main road now. And obviously there's going to be a lot more cars. So this be a good test for this DJ mic. And see how that performs on that. Mind you, it should be reasonably quiet this morning. Soon find out. But anyway, this road is called the Bettws Road. It's the main road between Llanrwst, my hometown, and Bettws-y-Coed. And Bettws-y-Coed, of course, is very, very popular with tourists, especially in the summer. People come hiking. So if you go that way, it's at Llanrwst, my hometown, and if you go this way, this leads you to Bettws-y-Coed, and further down the valley as well. But we're not going that way, we're going this way, heading towards my hometown. But after saying that, we won't be going into the town, I don't think, unless I change my mind. But anyway, yeah, so this is the main road between my hometown to Bettws-y-Coed. And if you go, if you go into Llanrwst, that takes you down to as well the North Wales coast to the towns of Llandudno, Rhyl, Colwyn Bay, Conway, and you can even get to Anglesey that way as well. And you see the sign here coming up on the left side is pointing to my village, Melanacoid, and that's the 40 mile an hour signs for the cars. So this is a 40 mile zone heading now for the cars. And as you get further into town, it turns into a 20 mile an hour zone as well. So on the right here, I take the right, obviously, and then head back to I can't speak. Head back to my village. But there's something here on the right hand side of the road I want to show you, and if I can cross safely. See, the cars are starting to slow down now because of the 40 mile an hour zone. Right, cross the road now, look left, look right, no cars coming. Right, what I'm walking up to now, there's a car coming towards me. He is definitely not doing 40 miles an hour. But anyway, what you see here, this stone here, these are what they used to go by 100 years ago, 200 years ago. You know, it's the old mileage signs on the roads. This is going back to the days of the horse and cart, basically. But albeit, you know, a lot of these now are still here, left and looked after for people to hopefully notice and show interest. You know, I mean, on here now is Llanrwst is 1 mile from this stone, and then Pentrefilus, which is further down the valley, that is 9 miles and 2 feet. Would you believe it? 2 feet, 9 miles and 2 feet. God, they've done some measuring in them days. And then you've got Capel Cerrig, which is another town down the valley, and that's 9 miles away as well. So it's lovely to see that they've kept these historic stones. And always very nice to see. And there are a few others as well I've noticed along the roads, but they're not well looked after as this one. But anyway, keep on walking, Jonesy boy. That's a nice house there, isn't it? Yeah, but not point too far in case the neighbours don't like it. Anyway, this is where I turn right. If you carry on that way, you go into my town. There's a farm over here, which is a camping site as well. So that caters for campers as well as people who want to stay in their static homes. So you can rent a static home there during the summer. Anyway, let's carry on. The sky's getting grey. God, I hope it does not rain later. Anyway, on the right side here, there's two houses, but there's 2 houses have been knocked into one, and that one's up for sale. These go back quite a few years as well. I'm not sure how old these are, but they're more than 50 years old, that's for sure. It wouldn't surprise me if these were 100 years old as well. Yeah, nice. So this is another country lane that I'll be taking. Now this road here that I'm on, when we have a heavy rain, it always gets flooded because the drains can't cope with the amount of water. And of course, you've got a field on this side, then you've got an industrial site here, but with the hedge here, the ground gets swamped with water on the heavy rains, so you can't walk here unless you've got Wellingtons. Yeah, tell you what, I'm feeling better for this now. I'll have to get back into my my hiking mode again, you know, and start going up in the hills when we backpack. I loved that. I was always doing it on my own. Yeah, sometimes I'd get lost. I'd just walk off the beaten track and just keep on walking. But that's the interesting part of it, because when you get off the beaten track, you find things that you don't know is there. Of course, it can be a bit eerie as well. You're in the middle of the forest, middle of nowhere, you know. So if you're a person who gets scared very easy, then it's not for you. But it's great fun, great fun. I mean, I was up in the hills there one day, and I went off the beaten track, and I ended up in this this very old farmhouse. This very old farmhouse. There's a car just walked past me there. Walked past me, drove past me. Yeah, so off the beaten track, and I ended up walking into this old farmhouse, which had been derelict since, from well over 100 years ago. And all the old stone walls were there, the roof, everything. And of course it was overgrown, but reasonably looked after by the Forestry Commission. But yeah, it was very eerie around there. Don't think I'd like to have been there in the night time, really. Anyway, but I sat, get me breath back here. I sat myself down there anyway at the old farmhouse, and then made myself some lunch and coffee. But it was good fun, yeah, good fun. Just turn you around now. This is another farm, and that's the main farmhouse there. And then the white buildings there is a holiday let as well. And of course, if you book a holiday let there, you've got the views of the valley. And I say, this is a working farm. He keeps a lot of cows and sheep in this field here. He's got his sheep in that field there. So you have some lovely views around here. Lovely views. And that's the farmhouse there, directly in front of you. Right, not far now, I think another 10 minutes. I'll be back in my village. Tell you what, I'll be ready for a coffee when I get home. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to going up visit my brother as well. This would be the first time actually in a very long time that we've met up on Christmas Day. Because he normally does his own thing on Christmas Day, you know, that kind of thing. Doesn't really celebrate it. But he's got friends staying there with him this time, so he's made the effort. Got the Christmas decorations up, which is more than I have. I haven't touched my decorations this year. I used to put them up for my grandkids when they come round, but they come round for an hour and that's about it, you know. Then they're gone with the father, that is. So I don't really bother. I mean, I enjoy putting up Christmas decorations, but it's just taking them down, you know, and wrapping them up. and all that, so I got a bit fed up with that. Bit sad, isn't it? But never mind. This is another hill I'm climbing up here. Probably hear me panting again. Aye. Oh, it's lovely to be outside walking. I just love it. You know, I find it better to be walking on a cold day or a fresh day, as opposed, or rather than a hot day. Because, you know, I mean, you're out in the fresh air, you can breathe a lot easier. You know, it wakes you up, makes you feel better. You know, especially if you're wrapped up, you've got all the layers on. You know, whereas walking on a hot summer's day, you know, I think the sun well, with me anyway, just me I'm on about, but it tires me out. You know, the heat makes me lethargic. So, but it's nice to be walking around in t-shirt and shorts. You know, as opposed to 4 layers or 3 layers. But okay, I like it both ways, but I think walking in the fresh air is better for me. You know, like now, you know, I feel a little bit tired from last night, but that's self-inflicted. That's my fault. But I feel a lot better now from walking about in this cold day. I mean, if it was a hot summer's day now, even though I've enjoyed walking around, I would have been feeling more lethargic. And then, of course, probably sweating a bit as well. So, because I didn't come out to sweat. I came out to enjoy my little walk. And that's the one good thing about electric bikes as well. You know, you don't sweat as much because you find it a lot easier. And you find it a lot, you know, easier riding, so you don't sweat as much. You enjoy the scenery, the journey a lot more. You know, I suppose it's like being a passenger in a car. You know, you just look around, you take in your views, you just take in everything. Even when you're like going up the hills and what have you, it's a lot easier. But if you're on a normal bike, you're going uphill, you're pushing, you know, you're sweating, you're panting. I mean, if you want to get super fit, yeah, okay, that's you, you know. But I that used to bore me. That started boring me. That did. I wasn't enjoying it with cycling about on a normal bike and getting up the hills. Plus, my knees aren't the best really for that. So, since I've got this e-bike, my God, like I said, and I always tell everybody, it's the best thing since sliced bread. But there you go. That's me. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Oh, feel the wind coming into me now. Oh. I hope this dead cat on my DJ mic is working okay. And I think, well, I'm hoping I've got it switched on. God, be a waste of time that if I hadn't switched it on properly, because like I said, this is the first day for me using this mic. Although I've had plenty of time to practice with it, but I just never got round to it because I've been busy doing other things. But never mind. I mean, I did a similar walkabout like what I just done now a few weeks ago. But I forgot to bring and set up the DJ mic so I could cut out the wind noise. So when I played the video back, you can hear me okay with the internal mic on the Pocket 3, but in the background, obviously, you hear the wind now. Can't speak again. You can hear the wind noise. But after saying that, I could well, parts of it I could cut out where I wasn't talking, but where I was talking I'd have to keep it in. I should imagine there is an app that would be able to help me with that, where you can just hear me talking and keep out the background wind noise. Oh, there's another car coming now. It's very tight on this road. You have to, every time a car comes, you have to push yourself into the hedge. And more so if a tractor comes or a van, but there you go. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. Background noise on the videos, yeah. I'm sure there's an app that could do that, but I think that's a bit more time consuming and whatever. I mean, if you use it all the time, it's like anything. If you use it all the time, you get more familiar with it, and you know, you can do things quicker. But there you go. Here's to the dead cat. Thumbs up, I think, hopefully. Right, now I just walked up that hill, that road, and walking down now into my village. Right, let me turn you around so you can see what I'm walking into. So this is walking down into my village. As I say, it's very rural, very hilly, a lot of farms in the background here, a lot of houses on their own. And as I said, in my village there's only the church and that is it. No shops, no coffee shops and no pubs, which is a good thing. But it's a lovely little village. I was born in this village actually 66 years ago. I was born at 1:30 a.m. on a Wednesday morning in 1958. Would you believe that? Yeah, I'm 66 years old. So anyway, so my mother gave birth to me in the house, in the bedroom, and then after I was born, of course, they took me to the doctor was there obviously, and midwife. After that they took me to the local hospital then to obviously do the usual checks on newborn babies. So I turned out all right, I think. Mentally, physically, yeah. I'm happy with myself. I've done all right through my life. Although I've been working hard, working away. But I'm all right now. Retired, officially retired since March this year. So, yeah. I just work part-time with my brother. But just take it easy. Yeah. Anyway, let me turn you around a bit. Just entering into the walking area now. I hope the stabilisation is working okay on this as well, because my hand is moving about a lot. Hello. Right. I've just got back into my house now. Yeah, I was talking to one of my neighbours there, so old Billy boy, good old man, he's been through a lot. Anyway, yeah, so I'm back in now. I'm going to make myself a coffee, and I might even just put a drop of the old good stuff in it, I think, a bit drop of Famous Grouse. So anyway, I hope everything's turned out with this video. You'll soon find out anyway, when I upload it onto YouTube. So anyway, everybody, I hope you're having a nice day. You've had a nice morning, you've had a nice evening on this blessed Christmas day, and may your God go with you. Okay, catch you later. Bye bye. But don't.